Welcome to the 10th episode of Taste Buds. I'm Sinan.
And I'm Ralph.
Today we're going to be making a calzone. The first thing we're going to make is the dough. We're going to have 2 cups of warm water, and in it we're going to dissolve ½ ounce of active dry yeast. Now before we add anything else, we have to let this dissolve.
Now that the yeast is completely dissolved, we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and we're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
After that, we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now as this stirs, we're going to add another 3 cups of flour.
Gradually.
Start stirring. Here, give me the spoon.
Okay.
I'm going to get the flour off the bottom. It's important to stop this when you put a spoon in because you don't want the mixture to take the spoon in to the dough with it because that'd be really bad.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm just going to get the flour off the sides and off the bottom so everything mixes. It's looking good. It's getting really smooth. We just want to get it as homogeneous as possible.
Now that the dough is as complete as possible, we're going to take it out. Take off this little device.
So what I'm doing right now, I'm flouring the table so the dough does not stick to it because that would be bad. More for me to clean later.
And since we have some leftover inside the bowl, we're going to combine it in. Here, so.
Thank you.
Combine it. And the reason we're kneading this, of course, is to get the air bubbles out. Now that Sinan's kneaded the dough into a ball, we're going to place 2 teaspoons of olive oil in our bowl. And he's going to put the dough inside it. And just so it absorbs a little bit, we're going to flip it over so that the entire surface is covered with olive oil. After we've done that, put saran wrap on top. And we're going to let it refrigerate
For about 40 minutes.
For about 40 minutes so that the yeast can make the dough rise. While the dough is rising, we're going to make the filling for the calzone.
We're going to add 1 cup of ricotta cheese to a bowl. 3 cups of shredded, it can be cheddar cheese. We're using mozzarella.
Then we're going to add 1 cup of pepperoni. And 2 tablespoons of freshly dried basil.
Now the leaves are not chopped up. That's okay. You don't have to chop them up.
We can add many things to this mixture, like mushrooms,
Which I hate.
ham,
Which I don't eat.
meatballs,
I hate spherical meat too.
or even sausage.
Nope. Now once we mix all this, we're going to put it in the refrigerator with the dough. We're going to cover it. And the only reason we're putting this in the refrigerator is just to chill it. Now that the dough is risen, what we're going to do is we're going to put it on this greased pan and we're going to punch the air out of it.
Once Sinan has done that, he's going to cut it into 2 halves. And I'll take one of these.
And each of us is going to cut our halves into a 1/4.
Now we're both going to do, we're going to take our rolling pin, thank you, and we're going to roll it out until it's about ½ an inch thick into a circle. Now that Sinan and I have created 2 lovely circles each, we're going to split up this filling into quarters. So you take 1 quarter for one calzone and another for the other.
Okay.
And I'll take one for mine. You're gonna fill it. You're gonna put it right into the center of the circle. Now that Sinan and I have put enough of the filling into each calzone, we're going to fold it over so it resembles a half moon. And as Sinan's doing, you're going to take the edges, use a fork to seal them together. And this also creates a nice design. And lastly, before we put it into the preheated 375-degree oven, we're going to take a brush and put a coating of this egg onto it.
That's 2 eggs.
2 eggs. Thank you. This is to provide the golden brown color. Now that we've finished preparing our calzones, we're going to place them in a 375-degree preheated oven for 30 minutes.
Or until
Golden brown.
golden brown.
At this time, I'd like to thank our sponsor, IVFHelp.com.
If you need help with the college application process, head on over to ivfhelp.com today.
If they can get into college, so can you.
All right, so we've taken the calzones out of the oven, and we're going to serve it with a side of marinara sauce. So I'm just going to take the sauce and just put it over a calzone. Off.
Oh, my own way of doing that.
I don't like that much sauce.
Well, I do.
I'm watching my weight. And now we're going to enjoy.
Excellent.
Sorry, I have manners. Thanks for watching the 10th episode of Taste Buds. I'm Sinan.
And I'm Ralph.
See you next time. For our blank, you're in there. The title's all for grabs.
Of course.
Wow, we're not done.
This is good.